guys, welcome to today's stream. Today we're just gonna be chilling. We're gonna live react to some stuff. So for the first thing we're gonna react to, we have the Honkai Star Rail version 2.4 special program. Wanted to watch this because I haven't watched it yet, but I do want to see what was announced in it, and I'm really excited. So let's see. Let me skip through this.
Pressure is really starting to wear me down.
Okay. Here we have Albert.
But long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down. You got any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Jocho?
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take 2 mace of heavenward pepper, 3 tails
He looks so good. Why'd they have to nerf him?
of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper. Remove the seeds and grind together with a splash of prickly ash cooking wine. Apply the mixture evenly and rinse after 20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which
Holy.
will induce a detoxifying sweat. Good for the mind and the soul.
We got put into a trance.
Dr. Jocho, Albert's not the only one exhausted around here. I should detoxify too.
Well, Miss Yunli, start out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth, but make sure it utilizes plenty of
Oh, it's a little too spicy.
premium dried chilies.
I see digestion issues on the horizon. Some coriander should help with that.
Stay your hand!
Go
Return
ahead.
that evil herb at once! Unthinkable.
That was nice.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
It does.
Everyone, this way!
The Cianjo
will
Lofu.
be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Why are there Boris in here? Right on time. Hello
Yeah.
there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want to strike? Oh, all of them? Rock-shattering slash! Master Yunli!
Boba!
I've been training. I could take 10 of you.
Yeah, March looks so good.
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
God, so does
Wherever crowds
he.
gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath
Mile.
the surface. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Why'd they do you dirty?
My first meal after regaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
My
Okay.
condolences, Miss Hanya.
Memories of chasing,
Way you got body.
clawing, and tearing. They've all come back.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Dude, that looks sick. Holy shit. Skip forward.
As a day-night cycle.
Xianzhou Juming delegate, present.
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Cianjo Lawfu delegate present.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And
good evening.
And to all our viewers far and wide, welcome to the version 2.4 finest duel under the pristine blue special program.
Let's
As
go.
always, your avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yunli, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiaoqiu. I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone.
Interesting.
It's been a while. I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you three in the studio. Now, the Penacony vacation has drawn to a close, and the crew of the Astral Express is bound for a familiar destination, the Cianzhou Laofu. which is precisely why this program has invited Xianzhou friends, old and new, to welcome trailblazers back to an old stomping ground. Speaking of which, General Genuine, isn't this your first time on the special program?
It is
My
indeed,
God.
Mr. Albert, and I am deeply honored. Had I known of your
It's an
program's
honor.
culinary delights, I would never have delayed.
Bon appetit, General. I hate to bring this up, but our catering costs for this episode were kind of spicy. If you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely...
Wait a minute.
You guys took all mine.
What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway? Didn't the pink-haired fox prepare it?
Well, I'm a hot pot enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows. Your illustrious presence is payment enough, dear friends. Dinner's on me.
What a gentleman!
Spicy.
Your delicious morality will not be forgotten, good sir.
Let's cut to the chase already.
Yeah, I'm with her. I'm about to start skipping.
It's like this. I assume you all received an invitation from the Seat of Divine Foresight. Welcome.
Title of sword.
Missions of abundance. I've chosen of
This war dance isn't only a morale boot and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yan Qing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
exactly right. In the version 2.4 Trailblaze
we
Continuance
go.
mission, Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue One, Trailblazers will witness Yan Qing's assiduous side and his new identity.
I get it. One person, not enough. You need our help, right?
Such a distinguished occasion surely merits the attendance of other esteemed guests.
Of course, this Jianzhou Yaoqing delegation will be led by none other than the Merlin's Claw, General Fei Xiao. At her side will be two senior advisors, Zhao Chou, the Zhao Chou, as well as Moza.
And as for the Xianzhou Juming, me and Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous Flaming Heart, will be representatives.
Be they friends from near or far, we will welcome them with open arms. This promises to be quite the war dance.
I don't want to lower your spirits, but I
It's a
heard
story.
genuine laws of the land. Could it
The other two generals will arrive on the Luofu with a certain...
New Swordmaster Apprentice. She
Of course! With the war dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey.
Yup.
Stay tuned.
Have to get her
We've got
power
more
up.
intel on that coming up on the program. Which reminds me, the war dance ceremony is set to span versions 2.4 and 2.5. The Ambrosial
What?
Harbor crisis might be in the past, but the Trailblazers will continue to be important witnesses to the
So we have
Xianzhou
to
Luofu's
do 2 version
ongoing story.
updates.
This separation has been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Luofu can bring everyone new and exciting
That killed me
experiences.
inside.
Can't wait!
Ah, the broth is ready. Shall we add any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most of the occasion. It's not every day we get to catch up with the Xianzhou pals. Ooh, and speaking of pals, version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
These pals of yours, they're all in prison?
Not all of them, not in the traditional sense. The Shackling Prison is under the Ten Lords Commission Administration. It's where Shui Yi and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is where we detain criminals.
Oh.
It's cold, and
Where the bad
forbidding
people go.
entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Huh? That does look creepy.
An individual must first stand trial before being escorted to their cell.
Damn.
For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes, we reserve special cells
Place
for
looks
fighting
cool.
cold or searing heat. The interrogations of Blade and
Look
Lotion
at
were conducted in just such a place.
that.
Doesn't
Uh-oh.
sound like an easy place to spring a prison break.
You can say that again. The Ten Lords Commission keeps a watchful eye, and the routes to the cells are tangled webs filled with carefully designed mechanisms. Those seeking access
That place
must
looks really
first
nice. I can't wait to
overcome
explore it.
innumerable tests of fortitude.
It would appear the Shackling prison is the haunt of wolf-like
hell?
monsters.
Trying to Acheron a bunch of those.
Borison?
That's
She
right.
got ambushed.
The Borisin are ruthless
Imagine not having
beyond
enough
measure,
right over there.
infamous for their inborn moon rage.
Imagine not having
Upon
Akra.
entering
Can't
battle,
relate.
the
Couldn't be me.
Borisin share stacks of bloodlust.
Damn, they're getting beat
The
up.
bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks.
Bushwan, do
it enters the
something.
moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh, watch your step, Trailblazers.
What happened to catching up with pals?
I'm sure Shui Yi and Hanya would love you to go and express your sympathies. Anyway, with the new map out of the way, it's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing. Starting with
Bet.
the gifted young girl, Yoon Lee.
Ooh. That's a nice idol. Aww. Oh, she killed it. Never mind. She really killed the bug. Oh, that looks cool.
I'm from the Xianzhou Juming, a ship known for its unrivaled craftsmanship. As the
Not
records
bad.
show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Juming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa. I mean, the Flaming Heart, Huayan. Grandpa's always been nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yoon Lee is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her,
Nice.
swords are more honest than people. She lives by the phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh?
Nice.
It so happens
Not
that on
bad.
the Law Fu
That's a-
there is
that's
an
a
able
decent
young
motto to live
man
by, I
with a
guess.
similar love of
Fighting
the sword.
makes friends.
I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yanqing? He doesn't know the first thing about swords. He collects them like they're going out of fashion, then never uses them. I can hear those blades crying from here.
Seems
Damn,
like you guys
roasted him.
don't share everything in common.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention, see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself. He might not be complete, but
Damn.
he's already stronger than anything out there.
Weapons of this caliber usually get their own name. What do you call them?
Not bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
Huh.
Interesting.
It has a ring
Very old.
about it.
I like it too.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection. Every time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which
What?
I reply,
Okay.
oh, all of them? All right.
Old Metal's adorable
guess so.
name belies
Attack
his
all of 'em.
formidable
Why not?
stature.
Yoon Lee
pretty
might
decent
be
motto to
young,
live by.
but she's confident and unafraid to speak her mind. It's time we took a look at her skills on the battlefield.
The bird just flipped
As
me
a
off.
physical type character following the
Took a look at her skills, but she's confident and unafraid to
Looks
speak
like he's
her
doing a
mind.
middle finger with
This
his
time we took a
little.
look Her skills on the battlefield.
I'm crazy.
As a physical type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style. When using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target
Damn.
and adjacent
So all our
enemies.
DPSs are just healers
Really
now,
sets
huh?
Yoon Lee apart in combat is the way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Bears a
cool.
grudge and knows friend from foe. She doesn't mess around.
You gotta use the enemy's
Even the
strength
bug isn't
against
safe.
them. After using my ultimate, I acquire the parry state, which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals
Oh.
higher damage.
You seem well versed
damn.
in the art of the counter. One assumes that surprise attacks during exploration aren't a concern for you?
Nope. When using my technique, I obtain a special effect for a set duration. If an enemy launches an attack during that duration, the attack is blocked, And upon entering battle, I
You say you're
launch
not
a
catching me off
powerful
guard even
counter
if I'm
on
eating.
a random enemy.
Imagine you've hardly regained your footing when a girl with a giant blade comes running straight
Just
for
throws
you.
that shit at you.
Which reminds me, in version 2.4, Trailblazers will experience
Oh,
the
companion
source of
mission.
Plowshare's companion mission. Granddad and granddaughter arrive on the
Nice.
Luofu from the Zhuming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among
More
the war dance
Jakes.
competitors. Wait, you brought something else too? Let's see. Let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So, if Yun Li is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhuming?
Not so fast now. The Luofu has something to say about that. The Zhuming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
Sounds like another difficult challenge for Yang Jing.
Why do you guys sound so right? Let's move on to another new character, shall we?
Please. What's
Hailing
next?
from the Yao Qing and soon to be making his appearance. It's military healer Zhao Cho.
Oh, I'm sorry for you. Bro, nerf to the ground. Nah, I don't know how bad his nerf is. I gotta relook at the numbers that they changed. If he's still usable, I definitely want to pull for him.
The Yao Qing's illustrious healer. I've heard much about you.
You're
The
too
only thing that stops me is he's a healer, so I'm like, if he is nerfed really bad, I won't want him as much because I already have Luocha.
kind, General. My
Which I never
visit to the
use.
Luofu
I
is
use my
only
inventory
in
more.
aid of keeping a promise.
You owe someone a tasty meal?
Well, taste is secondary to nutrition, Miss Yunli.
I'm curious, Mr. Zhao Cho. Under what circumstances would you usually open your eyes?
When?
Forgive me, but your beef is overcooked.
Well, seems like culinary emergencies are pretty eye-opening.
Spooked him into opening his eyes.
But I digress. Mr. Zhao Cho, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yao Qing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers. I'm accompanying the general to the Xianzhou Luofu for this war dance ceremony.
Huh, so what
The
are all the
fan is so
broths and
pretty.
ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss Yun Li, I believe in culinary medicine. The notion that we are what we eat. The arts of cooking delving into the
Occasion, but an opportunity. Isn't
Huh?
that
Yun Li. I eat
Man,
What's next?
Prefer-
my
yin?
cutting creep
technique during I am a
doctor
Here.
do on the battlefield.
well
Yeah, let's
about
see.
time. I am a fire
what I
type
said, about
character on
time.
the path of nihility. When using my
Food.
technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage. And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of ashen roast debuff.
So
Hmm.
we're cooking the enemy
Keep
alive?
them alive. What the hell?
Ashen Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies to sustain greater damage. Any attack that Zhao Cho lands on an enemy has a chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Indeed. Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack of ashen roast on the target.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate, the battlefield becomes
He
an
looks
enormous
so
yuan-yang
unique.
hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth,
Dude,
which inflicts
even the ult
damage
looks
on
so
each
cool.
and every one of them. At the same
that.
time, the effects of ashen roast are compounded for enemies
After
inflicted
on.
with the debuff, in line with the current highest
Don't
number
do
of
this to me.
stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
Whew, all these hot pop visuals are making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field
I
sustain
need more
greater
food.
ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a
More
chance they
ultimate
will be inflicted
damage.
by a stack of ashen roast.
Oh, it would follow that
Damn.
if, for example, Acheron were on the team.
Don't
You would be able to
stop.
help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
No, don't do this to me.
Absolutely right.
Stop. They know what they're doing.
Nice of you to invite
They know
me
who
in
they're
to
marketing
Tavern
to.
before showing
No,
up
not the
That's
Acheron
one of those
mains.
experiences.
Acheron mains
Word of
unite.
advice? Order out next time, fellas. Well,
Nah.
we've got to know new friends from both the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Let's turn our
I might have to
gaze
pull
the
for him
version
still.
2.4 banner info. In version 2.4's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the
Yun Li,
limited 5-star
Hua Hua.
character Yun Li, as well as the limited 5-star character Hua Hua. The limited 5-star light cones, Dance at Sunset, and
Let's
Night of
go.
Fright will be
Skip,
free.
skip.
Cat is a human's
Are you guys
best
pulling for
friend.
them? Let me know, but
you
I'm
certainly
skipping.
have a cat-like energy to you, Miss Yun Li.
Let's move swiftly.
No! There's no fucking way he's coming out with Sparkle. Oh, nah, chat, we're cooked. We're cooked. We're actually cooked. Him and Sparkle?
Which boosts limited 5-star characters, Zhao Cho, and Mash Full Sparkle. In
Fuck.
addition, the drop rates for the limited 5-star light cones.
Oh,
Springs,
dude,
and
we're
Earthly
cooked. I want both of
Expectation will
them.
be boosted.
I might prioritize
Another
Sparkle, but
eye-opening
fuck,
moment for our best
no.
friend.
Moments spent in the cool shade of an old tree should be used for admiring the surrounding scenery.
Oh.
Couldn't agree more. And I almost forgot. The version 2.4 Warp Banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star light cone. Poised to
March.
bloom.
She has the presence of a true swordmaster. Someone's been taking their training seriously.
Mm-hmm. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at the fruits of March 7th's journey as a sword master apprentice.
Let's see. Yes, nice animations. They're very fluid. Oh my god.
On returning to the Cienjo, March 7th is brimming with excitement for the upcoming war dance and
Looks
decides
nice.
to learn swordplay from Masters Yun Li and Yan
And we get her for
Xing.
free, I think, from the event too.
I still vividly remember instructing Yang Qing in the way of the sword. Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others. How time flies.
March 7th might be a rookie, but she's also a natural. Her master taught her the best in Zooming swordplay. So, naturally, she's made quick progress.
Let's go.
Yan Qing is also March 7th's master. To deprive an inquiring mind of tuition is not in his nature.
Right, you are, General.
Up the sword, and no doubt a challenge for her masters.
Counselor. Oh,
Basic attack.
time to see March
There it
7th's
is.
swordplay in action.
March 7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage.
Ooh.
When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage
No
to increase
way.
their speed.
What a good apprentice!
As a promising young student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set number of stacks, she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her
Okay.
enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
Shit. That's really
Just
cool.
a chance?
She's
It's like a
rookie,
dice
remember?
roll.
Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the same. Depending on her master's path, her specific attacks possess additional effects.
That's
Oh.
right. For example,
They change based off a
masters on the
path?
passive destruction, erudition, or the hunt can cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the passive nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Oh
Put in
shit.
learning
That's
an
cool.
apprentice. Where do I find an apprentice?
After using her ultimate, March 7th can deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced basic attack.
those who were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns
Not
from all her
bad.
allies. During exploration, for every time a teammate
Will I
uses
build
their
her? Probably
technique,
not, unless
March
she's really
7th acquires a
good.
charge at the start of the next battle.
But
When using her own
maybe I
technique,
will.
she regenerates energy at
fun.
the start of the next battle.
It must be a great privilege
like a
to have
good,
an apprentice
single
with
target
such
DPS.
powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific
No
tasks
way.
in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked, a path switching
Yeah.
option will appear in the character interface for this.
That's my apprentice.
She certainly does have the aura
I
of
don't
a
even think my
heroine.
March is leveled up. I would
Oh,
have to
then we
check.
could all use a lie down.
I don't remember.
More exciting updates. Harboring noble intentions. I'm
The
sure all
event?
you remember a certain IPC representative by the name
Indeed.
is out of the
The best
Hate crash course? Mr. Albert, have you heard the proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've got the sword skills to provide the best crash course in town.
What is
Still,
this?
balance training also requires
Oh,
rest,
that looks cool.
relaxation, and fun.
The fabled work-life balance. Sounds like you've got it figured out, Miss Yunli. Results or your money back.
That's an interesting
I
looking
have a
event.
feeling Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh, I might just have to offer a helping hand myself.
The encounters and sword training experiences that March accumulates will dictate the nature of the story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the showdown will also vary
Hooray.
accordingly.
Following the ending, Trailblazers can acquire Stellar Jade and March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon.
Let's
With the
go.
combined assistance of her friends, surely Miss March will prevail over Scott.
Absolutely?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand, they have nothing to worry about.
Wise words indeed, Miss Yunli.
Oh.
Let's move on
trash
to
cans.
another event. After leaving Penacony, I'm sure Trailblazers will remember with fondness their unpredictable old friends, the
No.
trash cans.
It would seem these old friends
Silly
have
trash
appeared on the
cans.
Xianzhou.
Up here they have. And a series of shoots to
If you spend enough time in the cosmos,
Oh my
there's
God.
nobody you won't encounter.
Van.
I'll take pictures of them.
put them all on film.
Reminder, trash cans may appear
Oh my god,
unexpected.
rolling down.
Have also appeared in Bellabog.
Oh,
Rumor has it
yeah, the
Bellabog
picture of the
inhabitants have recently been
Trailblazer.
attacked by a shadow of unknown of Trailblazers and Bellabog
This version.
characters to play the role
Oh,
of
hell
magician
nah.
and summon a special trash can comrade, Letter Pony, to fight alongside them.
What? We get to fight with them?
Arts, the magician's skill and ultimate will acquire all new
What
combat
the
effects
hell?
with the power to command mini cans during battle. The mini-cans' attack and
Ew.
talent abilities will depend on which character was used to summon them, adding further
That's so
layers to the combat
silly.
experience. For example, the skills of certain magicians summon mini-cans onto the battlefield up to a maximum of 5. The more mini-cans on the battlefield, the higher the attack and the more energy regenerated for the magician.
That's so
Classic
good.
trash warfare.
Well, get this. Some mini-cans
This is peak
scratch the
gameplay. This is what I
surface.
signed up for.
Trailblazers who wish
They're
to test
golden
limits of magical
now.
Trash can strength can do so on stage daily with initiation trials.
Oh, I can't wait for the trash can event. That looks fun. Ooh. The art looks so pretty. Make those skins now. Ratio.
Welcome back, y'all. As
Let's
always,
go, Gift
in
of
version
Odyssey.
2.4, we'll be seeing the return of 10 free warrants.
10
and the Gift of Odyssey
pulls.
second event.
Here to stay.
Remember to
It's also the double events.
Oh, yeah.
Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Let's
remember to
go.
complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for double planar ornament.
Start your possession.
Ah.
Filter choices can be saved for a
I
faster
keep farming for my
selection
Firefly.
process. Meanwhile, in the relic inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick lock and quick discard functions.
Oh.
When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first. There's also a new feature for relic substat recommendations.
By using the
Oh.
recommended relics feature, not only can Trailblazers view a character's most frequently used relic set,
Oh, that's
but also
cool.
the recommended main and subsidiary stats.
And
It's really
finally,
good. That'll make it easier for
when
people to build
checking
their
Simulated
characters
Universe
and their
interface
relics.
and Cavern of Corrosion in the Interastral Peace Guide, Trailblazers can see recommended
I don't need
characters
that.
for the
I
relics
just use the
in
same
question.
Acron team.
How considerate.
Versions, captivating events, and
That's really
time-limited
nice. That's a nice
rewards.
quality of life.
2.4 has added an advanced access feature for both Trailblaze Continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event, they can still experience the new version's
Oh.
events and missions?
You
That's really
got it.
good, so that people don't miss out on
Trailblazers
it
who've
based on
reached
story.
Level 21 will see a Play Now icon appear on the event
That's
page
good.
for events with advanced access
Optimization. Ready and waiting.
Ooh.
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked.
But I also don't know how many people are there that haven't completed like the story. But then again, if it's like the latest chapter, you know, and they haven't done it yet and it's locked by, let's just say, Penacony, then I could see why that feature would definitely be really useful. But for like the Xianzhou Lofu, I mean, maybe there's still people. I'm not sure. Let me know if you're one of those people, and if you haven't completed the story, why. I do understand it could be time consuming though, so
You
that's
get
probably a
temporary
reason.
map teleportation access while also featuring a special icon. Trailblazers can freely switch between the displays for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of
Ooh.
Innovation.
event with
When
the not too distant future. A new episode of Knowing the Universe will be upon us. We've invited celebrated novelist Yoshiki Tanaka to be with us on the program. Together, we'll be exploring thoughts and imaginings on the subject of the boundless universe. A huge thank you to Mr. Tanaka for his participation. Man, I can't wait to see that episode. And finally,
Finally.
on a mysterious collaboration destined for long.
Dude!
2025.
No way! Oh my god, let's go! This is what I saw on Twitter. Oh my fucking god.
racing for impact.
For more info, stay tuned for official announcements.
It's gonna be
Trailblazers.
such a long wait, but
That brings
FG already has me accustomed to the 2-year gap, so honestly, I'm fine with 1 year. 1 year is not that
us
much.
to the
I'll
end
wait.
of the version 2.4
Let's go
special
2025.
program.
I'm predicting right now, Gilgamesh and for sure Altria will probably most likely be the main ones, and then maybe a skin for Clara as
Returning to the
Iliasville.
Cienjo, getting to know
That would be a
new
really good
Cienjo friends.
skin
You guys sure know how to get an old all excited.
for
March be
Iliasville
able
and
to perfect our
Heracles.
swordplay?
3 Xianzhou generals in the same place at the same time. Who knows what kind of stories will unfold?
Dude, I'm
Let's
really
all
hyped
bear
for that
witness
FGO
to the
collab.
future.
Oh my god. That's some good news. We haven't had collabs in decades. The last one we don't talk about that with Genshin and Alloy. Oh my god. But that was really good. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys are excited for, and I'll see you in the next video.